Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.
Hi everyone. Good morning. How are you doing? And good morning. I'm just going to polish my nails because that's what I want to do right now. Polish my nails. Hi, Bovo. How are you? How are you, Vovo? Hello, Cookie. Hi, Vovo. Good morning, Irie. Good morning, sweetie. All right. How are you doing? Jenny G, good morning. Tracy and Chet, good morning, sweetie. Just gonna finish doing my clear polish on my nails, and I'll do the rest. Simply the best. Oh, I don't have my earpiece. Damn it. Your hair is growing so, I know, it's growing so long. You know why? Can I tell you why? Rosemary oil. Seriously. Make rosemary oil. Your hair will grow too. Oh. Oh, damn it. Oh, I meant to put my clothes in the dryer. There was clothes in the dryer already, so I mean people had clothes in the dryer, so I meant to check. Oh my god, I'm so annoyed with my life. Is anybody else annoyed with their life? I am annoyed with myself and my life. Oh my god. Oh, gotta try it. Oh yeah. Yeah, just make some rosemary oil. Olive oil. Put a little castor oil. I'm not crazy about being too thick, so castor oil, olive oil, and jam pack it with rosemary. Mm-hmm. You should let it sit for a few weeks, though, like 2 to 3 weeks. But if you can't let it sit, use it the day of, but then try and let it sit. It's better when it sits for a while. So make a big batch. Mm-hmm. Rosemary oil. It'll make your hair grow too. And put it on your children's hair. Mm-hmm. Actually, if I were to add other things to it, I would add nettle. If I were to add, but I'm not telling you to add nettle, burdock, and sage. I would say to add all of those things to rosemary oil, but you don't have to. Rosemary by itself is enough. Hi, Devin. Magnificent Monday to you, too. Gratitude. You're the best. Thank you. I'm on a daily. A daily what? Good morning, Tracy, because you are the truth. Good morning, Layla. How are you? Good morning and good health, Nikki. Good morning, everyone, says Nikki. Rosemary oil. Even if your hair is falling out, choose alopecia people, choose rosemary oil. Sometimes when the follicles come out, the follicles become permanent, but I've seen miracles happen, right? So don't believe the doctors when they say, oh, the follicle's gone, we can't do nothing with it. It's not always the truth. Or some of you guys that are getting implants in your size that are missing, um, treat it with rosemary oil. Also, for those of you that have fucked up your hair from too many glue, right? Just get some rosemary oil. Your hair will grow back, I promise you. I promise you it'll grow back. I was starting to lose my edges from old age because that's just what happens in old age. God. Oh, God. I'd like to be an old lady with a head full of hair. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Let's just put it out there. I'm not a fan of getting old and being all thin here. That's not my jam. So, if you use rosemary, I was starting to lose my hair right here. And not so much on which side. I can't remember which side, but one of the sides. And I was like, oh, damn. Because it's always been thin here, anyways. I was stuck. Where's my. Well, dreads was used because the others didn't like using the word, like they considered our hair dreadful. That's why dreads became a common terminology, but it's really just locks, people. And so, what was I saying? Let's see something. What was I saying? Yeah, I would have to say don't use hair grease though. Hair grease has a lot of chemicals in it, so I'm not a fan of hair grease. And sometimes it's too thick hair grease. I'm not a fan of hair grease. Any oil, olive oil by itself is amazing. When I lock my hair, I used to use all kinds of stuff. Now I'm like, I don't know if I want to. So I just use olive oil to lock my hair. I started out with products to make it lock, but once it was in a rhythm and the locking was a rhythm, I just lock it with olive oil. I don't use hair grease. Yeah, no more. Again, we're talking about our grandmamas who didn't know any better and using products that weren't even black owned. So I'm not a fan of not using products that they don't. Why is my cat not moving? Cat, my cat's not moving. Cat, move. Thank you, sweetie. Wake up. It was like this. No, no, no. Go to work, sweetie. Good girl. Thank you. Oh, so sweet. I love the cat. The cat takes care of me. All right. So what was I saying? Yeah, we're not your grandmama with the thick oil and the sun is ridiculous. And cooking in the sun, it doesn't make sense to me. Whereas olive oil, right, is not only good to ingest, it's good to put in your hair, right? Because all that seeps down into your pores. Yes, no grease, it weighs down the hair, right? I use grapeseed oil and olive oil Grapeseed oil, I think, is also a good option. How do you feel about biotin? I like biotin as an internal supplement. I don't use biotin as an oil. So you got to also put something in your bloodstream, right? Especially if you're not eating right. If you're eating right, don't worry. You're getting all the vitamins that you need. If you're not eating right, then I do use biotin. Gummies. Get them right at Target. Mm-hmm. Good morning, everyone. They're charging $1,700 to micro lock and Cynthia W. Cynthia, didn't you just have a birthday? When's your birthday, sweetie? Did I see that you had a birthday on Facebook? Oh my God. August 7th. Did I sing happy birthday to you? How did I miss it? Did we sing happy birthday to you? Yes, I did. Okay. Oh, it's so hard to keep up with Leo's birthday. There's so many of us. What's the month before? November? November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, November, December. November must be the 6th month of the century because a lot of Leos born. You know that? A lot of Leos. I'm so tired. You know, guys, I'm really, really good at scheduling my appointments. Really good. Even if you're international, I'm really, really good at it. So I don't like getting confused with someone who is telling me my time, your time. I don't like that. You know, me and my team are really, really good at making appointments. So don't confuse us because then it pisses me off. I know what I'm doing. I swear to God, I do. I've been doing this for too long that it becomes second nature for me. So, no, there isn't. No. What time is it right now? So annoying. Right. What's a 7 hour difference? 7 hour difference. Okay. 7 hour difference. Okay. All right. Happy birthday, Rhonda. Rhonda, did we sing happy birthday to you? I know we already did. Cynthia, I wasn't sure. Soul Sister, I wasn't sure. But you, I already know we didn't. Wednesday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Rhonda. Happy birthday, dear Rhonda. Happy birthday to you and many more. Powerful, strong Leos. Rhonda Williams, roar. Yeah, Leos are amazing. You know, every time I use the word amazing, I want to say, sex with me is amazing. It's messy. All right, this is bullshit. I want to sing Rihanna's song. Sex with me is amazing. Okay. All right. Okay. That's still a mess. All right. Why is it not doing the oh no, that's not what I want today. I don't care. I'm annoyed. Completely annoyed. You know what else I noticed? Locks change the color of your hair. I don't like the light ends. I don't like it at all. Makes me sad. I don't like the light ends. It's sun bleached. I don't like it. Makes me sad. But everyone has sun bleached hair. I don't like it. Thank you, Rhonda. If I can get it together. I don't know. I think it's just the sun. It's, the ends are more exposed. I don't know, but everyone has sun bleached locks. Everyone. So it is what it is. Oh, by the way, I have been putting coffee in my hair to color it. I'm not doing right by the coffee because there's something else I should be adding to it, but I don't. So I get rich dark chocolate coffee and I let it sit for days. And then I take a toothbrush and I do the ends, right? I do around here only because I really don't care about everything else. And then it does cover some of the gray, enough where I don't mind the way it looks, right? It covers enough where I'm like, this is okay. I'm just tired of dyeing it every 6 weeks. So now I'm just going to hold off on dyeing it and just put coffee in my hair. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm sticking to that story. It doesn't necessarily work. Now, the sun can't damage locks. Once you twist that hair, it becomes impenetrable. So this isn't sun damaged. This is sun kissed. The sun's not damaging the ends. It's kissing. The hair is fine. I just don't like that it makes it change colors. I guess it's just a natural phenomenon. But everyone that has long locks, which is the key, not short locks, right? So if you have locks to your ears, nothing. It's the long locks. And plus, I wear my hair on top of my head like this all the time, pineapple style. So the sun is getting to it regardless. It's an umbrella, you know? But everyone with long hair has Sex with me is amazing. Actually, I don't know if sex with me would be amazing. I don't know if I could say that. I think somebody I think somebody else has to say it about me. Sex with me is amazing. I could be delusional and say that it's absolutely correct. I could be delusional, but I don't know. I don't think I can be the authoritarian on whether or not sex with me is amazing. Sex with me is amazing. Okay, let that gray shine through. No, no, you're talking to a Leo. That's not that's not how we operate. No. And the only way the gray can shine through, the only way the gray can shine through is if the whole head goes gray simultaneously. Now, if I wake up tomorrow, my whole head's gray, boom, I'm a rocket. But this half-ass shit, I'm not rocking half-ass shit. No. This sometime grainy, and the gray is always curlier than your regular hair. No, no. I'm too proud. I'm not rocking the gray. I don't even know why God invented gray. Like, seriously. Ridiculousness. I don't like some men with gray hair, to be honest with you. I don't like men with gray hair and they don't manicure themselves. You can have gray hair, but you have to be manicured. You just take care of yourself, people. Men. Mm-mm. I don't care if you got locks. I don't care if you got short hair. I don't care if you got a beard. I don't care if you don't have a beard. I need you manicured with your gray. Tracy, can you and Lamar do moon and rising of different signs? Maybe. Just get Linda Goodman's sun sign. Linda Goodman's sun sign. She covers all of that. It's an old book, but it is one of the most trustworthy books you can invest in. And it's way old and dated, but it's a good book to invest in. Because the good thing about what Linda Goodman has written about years ago is that people's personality has not evolved that much one way or the other. The world has grown, but the personalities have not elevated. So, get this book. Sex with me is amazing. Linda Goodman's sun sign. Get this book, and it will tell you everything you need to know. This book is so dated, but it is one of the best books that you could ever invest in. Let me see, when 1968. That's how much sun signs have not evolved. Seriously. She talks about how to recognize an Aries, a Taurus, a Gemini, and then she goes, recognizing a Cancer in general. And then she goes, Cancer men, Cancer woman, Cancer child, Cancer boss, Cancer employee. These are very, very important things. Let me read Leo as an employee. Probably lies here. Probably lies. Watch, they're going to say they're dedicated, they go to work on time. Watch, they're going to say stupid shit like that. All right. If your employee is a typical Leo, it will it will be almost impossible to ignore them. And also this is dated, so when she's talking, she's not talking about females, she's talking about male, but that's her generation, so forgive her for choosing a male. Like, that's all she knew. If he's a quiet Leo, it wouldn't be wise to ignore him. Oh, really? The most aggressive lion will force you to appreciate his talents and recognize his value by simply telling you how wonderful he sex with me is amazing. Don't ignore your Leo employees. Whether the lion roars from center stage or bids his time in the wings, he is proud. He is dignified. He knows his superiority and he doesn't want anyone to overlook it. Leos are not the kind to hide their light under a bushel. If tribute isn't paid to their vanity, both types of Leo will find another Savannah to honor them with their presence. They can't stand to be underestimated. I don't know if that's true. But I'm a mature Leo now, right? So as a mature Leo, I don't need to be told how great I am. You're just going to say it. I don't need it anymore. It's just going to be said daily. All right. All right. So I say that to say, even though it says sun sign, I definitely would use this as a tool for your other signs, like Scorpio moon. I have a Scorpio moon. This is so mean. This is so mean. So the Scorpio woman, the description underneath is consider anything, only don't cry. That is so mean. Female Scorpios have a deep, mysterious beauty. Oh, yeah. She's magnetic, proud, again, Leo proud, Scorpio woman proud, totally confident, Leo confident, Scorpio woman confident. But she has one secret regret. She has one secret regret. She was not born a man. I did ask God. I was like, God, a couple of things going on here. Did I really choose to be a woman? And did I really choose to be black? Because if I chose to be a woman and I chose to be black, you sent me down here to do some work. Now, what is the work? And then all this eruption into the black culture and feminine power is, oh, child. So I know why I chose to be a woman and black. Which came first, the black or the woman? Think about it. Which came first? You ever thought about that? What came first, the member or the blackness? I can almost feel the heat from here. When Pluto women hear about about that revelation, there's not a Scorpio female alive who didn't think she's all woman, right? You may wonder what I'm talking about yourself. If you're in love with one, meaning a Scorpio woman, this girl certainly has enough glamour, Leo, and she's enormously seductive, Leo. But I didn't say she looked like a boy, nor did I intend to imply she doesn't do a great job of being a female. It's just that unconsciously, she would prefer to be a man. No, I do not, especially in this generation of manhood, I would never want to be a man in this generation. This generation, no, no. Especially a black man in this generation, no. Y'all don't like black females, and I can't tolerate the disdain that y'all have for black females. So no, I would not. And by the way, I'm not talking about all black men, by the way. There are some amazing black men, just not enough of you opening up and saying something. That's the difference. I need the good ones to be like, stand down, idiot rapper, generational men. Stand down. Like, There's more to life than your stupidity. All right, I'm over it. Now I'm going to read Libra Ascendant. That's why I'm telling you to get this book. It covers everything. I teach you. You just didn't know, but I teach you. Libra Ascendant as a woman. And that's my Ascendant, Libra. Libra Ascendant. Libra woman. But it's my Ascendant. So, Leo, top. Middle is Scorpio. A lot of intensity between the two, but I got the water in there. And then the air is Libra. Oh my God. Okay, this guy's a Libra woman. And so she went on taking first one side and then another and making quite a conversation of it all together. She generally gave herself very good advice, though she seldom followed it. Once a child asked me a question that wasn't easy to answer. Why is it, he wanted to know, that ladies wear trousers and men use pretty smelling cologne? In a typical Aries style, I dashed off. I told him quickly before he could think of any more embarrassing riddles. That's because there's a little bit of woman in every man, and there's a little bit of man in every woman. Now let's play checkers. Looking back, I'm rather proud of my instant Mars answer. The statement is true to some degree. Of all the sun signs, and it's super true of Libra, you can find a trace of the opposite sex in the most virile, rugged Liberian male, because of Venus. And Venus plays the same trick on a female scale. She may be as dainty as a fluffy white bunny, and she may whisper with a gentle persuasion. She can dress in silks and laces, and her hair can smell of fragrant cologne. She might even look like a little doll you could lift with one hand, though a Taurus with Sagittarius ascendant would make her considerably more hefty. But with all her femininity, sweet mannerisms, and lovely grace, this girl wears a pair of trousers with surprising ease, and they'll fit her rather neatly. Again, you got to remember the era of the book. The book was made in 1968. They can even top yours on occasion, although the female side of Libra is usually too smart to let you catch on that until you are safely past. Okay, so what they're saying with Libra women, and that's my Ascendant, is that we are all females, which I am. I'm super feminine, super sweet, super innocent, but my head can turn like the Exorcist, and I'll be like, fuck her, fuck that, fuck everybody. And then I go right back to being super innocent. I'm finding that the people at my job are cracking up a lot lately. I mean, a lot. The things that come out of my mouth, thank God they find it funny, because I do say a lot of stupid things all day long. All day long, I just say stupid things. But people are finding it funny, so it works. Good morning, Ori. How are you? You are not home yet. You are still vacationing, right? I finally let my gray loose. Okay, Cynthia, congratulations. My grays are sexy, Tracy. You would be a bomb. Like, no. What part of no are you all missing? But enjoy your grays. Got it. I said if my hair would grow 100% gray, I would rock it, because it's too hard to dye all that hair. That's not what's happening. Like, the gray is creeping up on me, and it's awkward, and I don't like it. It's an adjustment, but I'm getting used to it. Oh, Tracy, can you? Okay, so sun sign. My new growth is fully platinum gray. Damn. You know, put some, don't listen to me. I'll ask my hairdresser. But to make that gray shine, I think you have to do something bluish. Not so your hair can become blue, but so that the platinum could be pow. I'll ask my hairdresser. I feel you on that, so it would be an adjustment for me as well when I get older. Oh, Ori says, my gray is shining through, getting lots of compliments, getting tired of dyeing it. And I know that's going to happen to me too. I know I'm going to get tired of dyeing it because you know what's happening? The gray is going back. It's like, it used to be here, then it went here, then it's here. I will look for that book. Yeah, get the book. Linda Goodman's Sun Sign. Linda Goodman's Sun. Did I do my other nails? No. Linda, did I do these? Yes. Linda Goodman's Sun Sign. Me too, Ori Naturals. I felt at 60, just embrace it. I have no words. I have no words. I'm trying to get used to not getting periods anymore, which is a glorious thing. It's a glorious thing to officially never have to worry about periods like that. Seriously, I get my period at 10. You never think it's ever going to end. People are like, it'll end someday soon. And you're like, shut up. As you're like bleeding profusely through your underwears, right? Remember, I don't know what era this is, but I grew up in the era of Kotex pads. Those things were thick and they were disgusting between your legs. And if you're thin, then the pad was this thick. Ugh. And you had to bring pads with you to work because you know damn well those pads didn't hold shit. And don't let a big clock come through. Remember how painful the big clocks were? Oh my God. Just doubled over in pain. You be at work. Could you actually feel the clock coming through your body? And then it gets at the base, like almost at the base of your vagina. And you're like, I'm just going to go to the bathroom. Did you guys do this? I went to the bathroom and I would just, push it out. The clock, just push it out. Anybody else? Bullshit. So between the gray and the period's ending, it's like when a period ends, the gray comes. Like, is that it? Is that what happens? Something happens in utero, into womb, that when the womb, like my uterus, my fallopian tubes, when they dry up, then the hair comes out. What happens? I really need to have anatomy with God. You know the book that I read every Saturday, Conversations with God? I need anatomy with God. Why? The gray? Because it's hard for me to embrace that superpower, God. All right. Interesting. So sister's laughing. I never know what I say. A Leo male coworker lied to me. Leo men lie. Leo women do not lie unless it's to save a soul. So, if I'm coming to work, I'm already late. I might have to stop off for a sandwich or something before I come because I'm already late. And if my boss, I'll walk in with the bagel, I promise you, and coffee. We've talked about this before. And the boss will say, did you stop for bagel and coffee? You'll be like, no, it was already in my car for 3 days. I just pulled it out and figured, let me eat it. But that's what we lie about simple things. Not lie. Leo men will look you straight in the face and lie. Leo males has a way to ask something before they will do their part or just won't do it. So I've been ignoring him. I don't know what you're going through, Nikki. You might have just a lying Leo. Tracy, what's the name of the book? Hi, Red Roses. Linda Goodman Sun Sign. Linda Goodman Sun Sign. Linda Good, take a screenshot. Take a screenshot because I know somebody else is going to ask me about the book. Take a screenshot. Linda Goodman Sun Sign. It's a really good book. We'll explain you to a T. Really will. Won't miss a beat. Good morning. Happy Monday. Tracy and Misfits, good morning. Good health to you all. Good health. You probably choose royalty, which equates black female. Ooh. I probably did. That totally makes sense because Leo's royal, black female is royal, or black in general is royal. I love that. I probably did. I think you're right. Hi, Sylvester. Hi, happy Monday, Sylvester. I love my feminine essence. You're a Leo. Of course you would love it. One thing about a Leo, we're going to take advantage of the body that we are in. We're going to be all female, all feminine, or if it's a male, all male. Leos, we don't mix well, going in between. It is what it is. We are all or nothing. Ori says, happy birthday, soul sister. May you celebrate many more in excellent health. That's the key. Oh, by the way, Ori is also a Leo. Her birthday's coming up soon. Ashe, Ori Naturals. And by the way, soul sister is in, well, I don't know where you're at right now, but last I heard you were in Zanzibar. Jealous. Very jealous. I'm jealous. Period. Yes, Tracy. In the purple box. I don't understand. Periods are trash. Periods are trash. Trash. Now, I learned to deal with my periods better once I started using tampons, right? But then they came out with these tampons pearl and tampons iridescent. Listen, you're going to stick something up your vagina, cotton. Get tampons, cotton. Don't get anything else. Let me see the different types of tampon. Tampon will never, listen, I'm over my periods. Don't give a shit. They'll never let me endorse them, but I don't give a shit. Tampons. I'm going to teach you exactly how not to kill yourself with tampons. Okay, so let me see. Tampons. Tampon Pure Cotton is the only one you need. It's called Pure Cotton or cardboard tampons. Do not get the radiant tampons. Don't do it. And do not get the pearl tampons. Don't do it. Use only cotton. Now, on heavy days, you can use the tampon and a thin layer of the pad, the very thin layer. You will survive with that on heavy days. But tampons, listen, can I be honest with you? Very honest. I didn't appreciate my tampons so much that I was wearing tampons at 13. I got my period at 10. And you don't get it. They're disgusting. Back in the day, they would rip up t-shirts and make a pad for you. Disgusting. And thank God I had the type of mom that wouldn't let me go to school when I had my period. I was 10. Like, that is way too young for your period. And she would be like, are you in pain? Okay, and this is where I lied. And I go, I wasn't in pain. I was in shock. Who gets their period at 10? And so she would keep me home for a couple of days. I like that part. Because I was 10. And after too many years of period from age 10, I went to my mom one day and I was like, I want to wear a tampon. I don't even know who told me about tampon. Probably some fast little girl. I was like, I want to wear a tampon. And she kind of looked at me kind of funny. And I was like, this is one of those moments where I was like, don't try me. Don't try me. I'm telling you what I need, but without saying it. She went right with it. And she's like, well, craziness of my mom. She goes, well, I'll get you the tampon, but I can't put it in for you. I'm like, how do I put it in then? Like, let's say this is a tampon, and I'm looking at the tampon, and I'm like, remember, I'm 13 tops. And my mom is now telling me she can't insert the tampon in me. And then you got to push it up from the bottom, but sometimes it gets stuck, right? Who uses a tampon? You get it in, and then this thing jams. And you're like, no. My mom's telling me she can't help me. And then she had the nerve to say, these are true stories. I can't make this shit up. She goes, have one of your friends help you. I'm going to have the hands of a dirty friend. And if you guys know me, I am germaphobe. I'm going to have the hands of a dirty friend up my crotchety crotch, up my coochie crotchy coochie. A friend? She meant a girlfriend. A friend up my coochie coochie? Even at 13, I knew that was wrong. No, Mom, I'm not going to have a friend touch my coochie. My God, woman, what is happening? True story. I damn near raised myself. You guys don't know the story of Tracey. True story. My mom was crazy. Sorry, Mom. I know I said I would stop talking about you, but then this shit comes up, right? But I got to stop talking about my mom. I really do. She was nuts. Somehow or another, a strange best friend, you don't know your best friends. You don't know their cleaning habits. Was supposed to take their dirty ass hands. It was not sterile. And put it up my coochie coochie. My crotchety coochie. No. So I was just patient with myself. And I practiced and spread my legs. Because that's how you're supposed to do it. Anybody remember when you were younger, you had to lay down on the bed, spread your legs. There's no other way to do it, apparently. And then try to match. Like your hands are shorter than your torso. So you're trying to reach down there and get it in. Does anybody remember any of this crap that used to go on just to keep blood from spewing over out of your the back of your pants? because that's what pads did all the time. Pads made things spill over. There was spillage. You're on your way to work, right? I'm not 13. I'm not working at 13. But you're on your way to work. You got a pad on. And you feel that clot come down, that big one. And as you're on the train, on your way to work, with no fucking extra underwear, no extra coverall to cover up a stain in the back of your butt. I could be going to high school. Let's say I'm going to high school. And you're like, oh, that was huge. As it's there and it's in your underwears, and you're not at the destination yet, and you're like, that was huge. So, you know your underwears are soiled. Even though you have a pad, you know the ridges of your underwears would have blood on it. You don't understand the world of the female. I chose to be female? Really? That's how we got on this topic? Really? I chose to be black royalty with a period? No. No, I didn't. Okay, so God was like, oh, you'll be great as a female. Go, 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 go. Didn't explain the whole period thing to me. Didn't explain I have a mom that wouldn't even help me with my period. How does no one help you with your period? Did you have mother like that? How did your mother explain to you what a period? My mother practically told me I was grown at 10 when I had my period. Well, now you're a woman. What? What's... I'm 10. I'm a woman? And yet you could still tell me what to do on a daily basis? How am I a woman then, woman? Oh my God. You guys don't understand. You want the story of Tracy? Take it. Take my life. I tell you all the time. Care none. Hi, Melatonin. Soul Sister's laughing at something I said. Leo males are definitely different. See, she knows. My ex was a Leo. Oh, but he was passionate, child. We were born on the same day. He was a passionate man. Tell me he wasn't passionate and loving. And narcissist is not for Leos. Narcissist is a category by itself. Every sign, male or female, can be Leo. Oh, don't even talk to me about stay-free maxis and overnight and long accidents as you're sleeping, and you wake up to a bloody bed, and you always have to put a towel underneath the sheet when you have your period, and then you have to, you feel the stain, you get up, you have to change the sheets. It's a nightmare. I'm a Taurus. We love us. That's your feminine Venus energy. My daughter uses the menstrual cup. That became new just as I was weaning out. And I hear it works. That became new. So, I mean, I could understand it, right? You put the cup and it gathers up all the blood. There's no leakage or spillage, is there? I don't know, because I left that advanced stage. I never used tampons when I was a teen, 15. My mother told me not to use tampons. Yeah, that makes sense. And all of a sudden, with tampons came out this toxic shock syndrome, because the others were putting tampons in and leaving it for 15 days. Never taking it out. Then I heard of stories where people had to go to the hospital to pull the tampon out because they couldn't find the string anymore. Yes, I cramped so bad I couldn't go to school. That's young for a period. Dang, 10. 10 was young. And then I thought I would end my period early. Nope. My period stayed until about 55. Everybody goes, oh, if you have it young, it's going to end early. Really, people? Really? It didn't. Oh my God, Tracy, I started at 10. Did you? And I was at my great grandmother's house. She cut up an old shirt. See? for me to use. I was horrified. It was terrible. I thought that was what I was going to have to do forever. The trick is that your grandmother let you sit on her sofa. Sit on the floor, child. Because you're not about to get no period on my sofa. Sit on the floor, child. I'm telling you, a friend. I'm telling you, you guys know I never lied. What did I walk into? We walked into talking about gray hair led to periods. I didn't use a tampon until my 20s, and I made the mistake of using the wrong side. Oh, and had to pull it out dry. Girl, if that size got in, leave it. Leave it. You never used it again? You never used tampons again? I gotta stop talking about my mom. It was crazy. She was so crazy when I tell you the stories of my childhood. There's two things that should have come out of my childhood: crack addict or prostitution. Crack addict how I avoided those two things is amazing. Because at some point, and I say that because there was some point I ran away from home. And when I ran away from home, thank God I had a church to go to. So I hid out in a church for 3 days. But I could never reach. So if my dad didn't pick me up, I could never go back to my mom because my mom would have killed me. I would have been dead. So I wasn't about to die. And so I hid out in the church for 3 days until people could track down, all my friends could track down my dad, who was protesting in Vegas and started a New York City strike in Vegas. It's a long story. A lot of corruption in my dad's career. A lot of mafia, a lot of corruption. You don't know the story of Tracey. So he's pulling a strike while gambling in Vegas, threatening the New York City authorities. We gonna strike, we gonna strike. You ain't doing what you want to do. We gonna strike. And then boom, strike happens. Oh my God. So I ran away during a strike. No transportation. So I couldn't get to my dad's house. We couldn't contact him. There's no such thing as cell phones. So they were calling my dad's home number, but the girlfriend that he was living with, I don't know, she wasn't in Vegas. The girlfriend that he was living with still had to show up to protest. So she wasn't home. So they kept trying. Finally, they got her on the second day. Finally, somehow or another, they got her. And so, which means she got to my dad and relayed the message back. Might have been my boyfriend at the time who wanted to be my husband. I don't remember. And then my dad said to her, pick her up on 145th Street and I want to say St. Nicholas, the 7th, 145th and 7th, around the church where I worked, where I was hiding out in, and said to the girlfriend, pick her up and don't say anything to her. Don't question her. Feed her. Give her a blanket and a sheet for the sofa. Do not tell her to go to school. Just let her be. When the strike is over, I'll come. This was a little longer strikes. I think the strike took a week and a half. And I just luxuriated in my dad's house for 2 weeks with my mom, not knowing where I was all this time. And then my dad finally gets home, and my dad is like, I have to call your mother. And of course, I'm a Leo, but when you're a kid, Leos are quiet. So I was like, bright-eyed. And then he calls my mom, and he's like, what? Your daughter's over here? Why is she running away? I mean, you could hear my mom say, send her back, send her back. And he'd be like, fuck you, bitch. I'm not sending her back. I'm not sending her back to you. And that's when I knew I was safe. when my dad stuck up for me and was like, you never have to go back. And I was like, never? Like, never, never? And he's like, you never have to go back. And I was like, okay. My dad saved my life. I was like, okay. What I got to do from here? He goes, well, you got to go to school. Okay. You have to finish. Okay. You got to go on to college. I can only process getting out of high school. That's the best I can offer you, Dad. Oh, Kotex pads. Hated them. Hated Kotex pads. Yeah, when I was 10, I fell in my drunk neighbor's driveway, scraped my knees. She put a Kotex pad on your knees? You should have kicked her. That's very funny. But how bad did you cut yourself? A crazy ass neighbor. It was horrible for me. Nobody helped me. I also didn't get education about discharge and the blood clots. Nobody explained the blood clots. It's not just a period. The painful blood clots. And my sister got like really bad clotting. She was on something called Darvon. Do you guys remember that? It was an elephant pill. 4 elephants. The fucked up things they used to give us. Let me see. Darvon. For periods and animals. Yeah. Darvon still exists. 1 tablet, 100 milligrams every 4 hours as needed as relief of pain. I never got to the pain part of it. Oh, they took it off the market. Look at that, because it gave heart trouble. Not surprised. Darvon used for animals first. They took Darvon off the market. Good. Fucked up medicine. Oh, it had an addictive property to it. That doesn't surprise me either. I was so glad I wasn't on Darvon, but my sister was on Darvon. Ridiculous. Oh, they pulled it off the market. It's pulling in 2010. They pulled it off the market. That's too many years on the market. Too many. Which combines Darvon with aspirin substitute. I see the myth because of new scientific evidence can damage the heart, even at recommended doses, or cause fetal cardiac abnormalities. That's terrible. Oh, by the way, if we're going to talk about men lying, nobody lies more than a Cancer male. Seriously. Straight face, look you in the eye, cry, try to convince you, crying that they are telling the truth, lying all the same time. Cancer males are the worst. After Cancer males are Pisces males. Pisces fantasize and lie. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Pisces will give you some dramatic story, and it'll be a full-fledged lie. True story. Sorry, Pisces male. Don't be mad at me. And by the way, I'm not talking about evolved Cancer and Pisces. Once you know the character of yourself, like you have to know that you're capable of lying to stop the lying, to stop a shadow part of yourself. You have to know that this is who you are and this is who you're capable of being. So you have to measure who you are and decide, I don't want to be known for this. So I'm not talking about evolved metaphysical men, right? I'm talking about the rapper generation men. After that, believe nothing of a Gemini. Zero. Nothing. Gemini men just lie. And they do it emphatically. They lie, and you'll be like, yeah, man. Yeah, really? That. Who else? Ow. Who else? Scorpio men don't lie, but they won't tell the truth. Scorpio men omit information. So you will never know if they're lying because they're omitting information. Trying to think of another sign that lies. Notice all the water signs lie, right? All the water signs lie. Why that is, I don't know. Then Gemini. Trying to think. What earth sign lies? If I were to say there's an earth sign that lies out there, you guys know, I'm gonna say Taurus men. Sorry, Taurus. Sorry, Taurus. I can't say women lie. I can only say the Taurus men lie. And I'm sticking to that. Wait, what happened? We're now called birthing canals? What? I was at my friend Stephanie private house, sitting at the kitchen table. Another friend told me that my pants had dark spots in the derriere area and ran home, laugh out loud to tell my mom. Why do I read your comments, Dahlia? Please ask me. Please, everyone, stop me from reading Dahlia's comments. I love you. I just think there's a level of not okayness that's going on with you sometimes. And half the times I think you make up half the things you say. Are you a Pisces? Are you a Pisces? Pisces women don't lie. Let me see. As a woman, Leo women lie to save their ass. That is true and true. I'm not going to say we don't lie. It just depends upon the circumstances. I don't know. Do you guys feel that way? The Leos in a group? Do you lie just to like scoot along? Because I will lie to scoot along. I'd be like, yeah, that's what it is. Just so I can like get through a security gate or something. You know? I don't know. I don't trust the menstrual cups. I'm so old school with pads. Yeah, but I mean, I think that's the point about evolution, right? You don't have to trust the menstrual cups. The new people are using the cups. Over it. Done. Stop comparing old school, new school. Evolution happens all the time, right? When I was using tampons, everybody was like, how could you use tampons? I'm like, shut the fuck up. I don't have blood spilling all over the place anymore. So you keep using your pads and having blood between your thighs and having to go to work in the bathroom. I don't know if you did this, but I did this with a washcloth from home to wipe all the. It was annoying. The pads, the blood is all up in your pubic hair. I was not going to live that way for the next 40 years. I put tampons on as soon as I could, early. I just want to be clean. Not that I'm saying having menstrual is dirty. I'm saying I don't want surprises. When I go to pee, I just want to pee. I don't want to have to look at a pad full of blood. What is this? Blood. Hell no. Tampons, quick. Sofa was wrapped in plastic. Don't trust them grandmas. They still wouldn't let you sit on their sofa. Them sofas were wrapped in thick plastic like that. Who came up with such stupid shit? It was mortifying. Pads are multi-purpose. When somebody put it around the knee. What what depends on the size of the clot? And the answer to your question is it the pain, right? Because technically you shouldn't have clots, technically, but when you do have clots, they fucking hurt. I'm convinced Tylenol didn't know how to handle periods. It might handle a broken leg, it can't handle a period. Every sign can fib, that's true. Taurus, laugh out loud. Freaking knew it. You hate us. I don't hate Tauruses. I don't. I was going to say Sagittarians, but you're right. I'm a horrible liar. I will forget the story. I'm told I'm a Leo. Now, that is the truth. The thing about any liar is that you will forget the fib. So the lie can't be elaborate. The lie has to get you out of point A to point B. Not with the Leo, it's not about lying. This is alfalfa thing going on. It's not about lying. Lying means telling a whole story, coming up with details. That's not what you want. You have to lie like I said, walking in with a cup of coffee and a brand new Dunkin' Donut bagel, and your boss is like, "Did you stop for bagel?" And you're like, "No, it was in my car already." Okay, I'm gonna go to my desk. I mean, that's the lies that Leos tell. My son is a Gemini. Oh my God, he lies so much. I am so sorry. How old is your son, Miss AC? Because I'm going to teach you something. How old is your son? Because Gemini and Gemini boys have a lying problem. And this is born this way. So you actually have to take care of them in another way. So how old is your son? Let me know how old your son is. My mom's that way. Tell on myself. My husband is a Leo and he will lie to save me from getting hurt. That's two different things. If a Leo man lies and he does it to get out of something, that's not lying, right? I don't feel like that's lying, right? He's lying to make sure you don't get hurt. My husband better lie. My husband better lie. If you got somebody, a Leo, that lies for you, marry him. Marry the dude. Oh, I just got tired. I suck at lying because it's written all over my face. Nope. Do not show it in your face. You got to do like this. Are you telling the truth? Yes. Mouth says no. My face says yes. You are Kelly now. No. No. Melatonin. The Caucasians came up with that stupid shit. Do not wear period panties. Has anyone tried the period panties? I brought a period panties after I had no more period. I'm gonna show you. Ooh, oh my God, I'm so exhausted. I'm so exhausted, guys. Okay, so this is period panties, which I didn't know they were period panties when I brought them. So it has an extra thick layer, right? And it goes up your backside, right? Because that's the problem, right? Now, I'm confused about period panties because this is beyond my age bracket. Do you wear the period panties with pads on, or do you wear the period panties with nothing? Is it just supposed to? I'm confused about the period panties. I brought them, but I wasn't getting periods anymore. So I don't know why I brought them. Maybe I brought them to ask you all about them. But then one day I went to wear the period panty, and because I'm a thick thigh girl, right? So if you're a thick thigh girl, let's do this. Let's do a demonstration. If you're a thick thigh girl here, you're a thick thigh girl here, right? So here is thick if here is thick. If this is thick and this is thick and this is thick, you think this is going to be all slim? No, it's thick. So then you put on a period panty and it makes you feel like you got a Kotex on. It does. And it's uncomfortable. Who is wearing these goddamn period panties all day? Just put in a tampon. Free yourself from all this feminine restriction and tying your bellies up. And don't tie your belly. I've seen it. You can tie your belly in the period panties because it helps because the blood goes down up your ass. It's so sad. It's so sad what we go through as women. There's no way I chose to be a woman. There's no fucking way. God tricked me. God was like, no, you're going to love it. I'm going to love it, God. I'm going to love being black too. Yeah, you're going to love it. I trust you, God. Zoom, down I go. will have to fight to be black. I got to fight to be a woman. I got to fight transgender to be a woman. I got to fight every race to be a black woman, a black. True story. I was like, you're going to love it. You are. I got jokes. My mom never told me about periods. She just gave me one big old pad, no explanation. I didn't know about tampons when I was 25 and my coworkers. Just so sad. I be going in on Tauruses. I do. Well, listen, my dad was a Taurus. Let's start there. And I see my dad do a lot. A lot. Sometimes he would take me along for a ride in Staten Island, which is Mafia Town. Stop at Staten Island. You know you are, right? I worked for the Mafia. And my dad would say, come, let me teach you something. And then I'd get in the car and he goes, don't say nothing. I'd be like, I won't say anything. And watch him finagle the way he did it. It was beautiful. Taurus. Oh, really? Teen Magazine told you all about tampons. Oh, we could mail for free samples. Oh my God, that is so cool. I was wearing dark blue pants. That is why my friend told me my pants had a dark spot on my pants. Dahlia, I don't know what it is about you. I always catch Geminis in lies. Females is word. Yeah, Geminis, male and female. Lies. Period. Don't get mad at me, Geminis. The problem with Geminis is that they're delusional. So when they lie, they believe it. The other Gemini already convinced them that what they're saying is the truth. So they've got these two people inside agreeing. No, say it this way. And we're going to get away with it because I'm going to back you up. Aries lie? Aries men or Aries women? I've dated an Aries man. I can't say I had that experience with Aries. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. In fact, he was too honest to the point where I was like, stop telling me things. He used to love mushrooms and 20 years recovered. He used to reminisce on his drug days. He was so proud of himself, but he spent his whole time dry drunk, I call it, because he used to love those days. So he would just go back and tell these stories, and he was very honest, though. Aries men lie in your face with a straight face without blinking? Are you sure your Aries wasn't born in March and had more Pisces in them? You might want to check that. Astrology. Astrology and periods. Laugh out loud this topic. Ryan, I didn't even know I was going there. I appreciate a bad liar. It's the ones who can lie and you can't tell. That's scary. I don't know, sweetie. I don't know. It depends upon the lie, right? Some lies you just want to be safe with, right? Some lies you just want to hear today. Some lies you just want to be safe with, right? Like the Dunkin' Donuts and like, are you going to tell your boss? No, I already knew I was late. So I stopped for some Dunkin' Donuts and coffee. What you going to do about it, bitch, right? Are you going to say that to your boss? No, you're going to lie. Why were you late, Tracy? The traffic on it's very unusual traffic on very unusual. No traffic. Your dumb ass didn't leave the house till 9 o'clock. You got to be at work at 9. Then your dumbass, me, I'm meaning me, knows you're already going to be late, knows you're already going to be in trouble. And back in the day, there used to be increments of late, right? So 15 minutes late was a mark. Anything before 15 minutes wasn't. 30 minutes late might have been a double mark or a write-up. And I'm like, I'm already at ground zero with being late. So I can't stand to be chastised on an empty stomach. So I'm going to stop in IHOP. I might even go and eat breakfast because late is late. I mean, I show up till 10 o'clock now because now I got to eat breakfast. And you know how much I love breakfast. You eat breakfast with a good book like this. You're supposed to be at work. Can I have another cup of coffee, please? Thank you. Drink your second cup of coffee. You don't get there till 10 o'clock. And you call 15 minutes before. When you get back in the car, that's when you call like, oh my God, I'm so late. Please tell my boss I'm coming in. I'm so late. Yes, I'm coming in. Why are you late, Tracy? The traffic. There was a car accident. And it was bad. This car accident, I will make up stories. This car accident was bad. The truck was on top of the car. It got to the point where, like, internet started making its appearance. And they were like, we can check it. I was like, you got to check it because this is ridiculous. It was a bad accident on I-95. I promise you. It was bad. Those are safe lies. Your boss isn't going to come back later and be like, so what happened on the day of August 5th when you were late? If your stupid boss comes back and says that to you, you have to be like, I don't know, what happened? Wait, what? An accident? Oh, yeah, it's probably an accident. What are they going to do, right? But if your man lies to you and he gets off at 5, he don't show up till 7 at home, and you say, what took you so long to get home? If he lies about anything, he can't say traffic, right? Because in this day and age, call me and give me a picture of the traffic you in. Then you have a problem. If your man cannot account for 2 hours, then that's a lie. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to lie, you have to believe it. And you got to remember the story. Reason I got stuck, face, just be bold. Oh my God, what period panties? What the fuck? You never heard of period panties? Yeah. I don't know how to use the period panties, but I don't have my periods anymore. I really don't know why I got the period panties. Anyways, it was just stupid. I was in Kmart. By the way, there's a Kmart here. Y'all closed down the Kmart's over there. Kmart came over here. I think there's also a Kmart in Australia, so Kmart is still big. In any case, I buy these period panties, and they're so tight between my legs. I can't stand it. I might as well have a penis between my legs walking around wearing period panties. I won't do it. It's mortifying. Tracy, don't do that to Pisces. Atia, if you still get your period, where's my phone? My phone's ringing. Oh, no, it's not. Look at that hanger back there. That really bothers me. The hanger really bothers me. All right. I have them, but I still wear pads with it. I don't trust them either. No, but by the way, so it's period panties meant to catch the excess so that no one sees. Oh, that's what period panties are for. Oh, they're just too heavy. He's 27 and he lies. Well, actually, actually, everyone, the best way to clean your panties is to put Dawn dishwashing liquid in the crotchetes. You don't have to wash them. Dawn dishwashing liquid in the crotchetes. Let the washing machine wash them. But the Dawn dishwashing liquid in the crotchetes will take everything away. You don't have to wash them. In fact, if you wash them, you actually could make it worse. But if you let the Dawn dishwashing liquid in the crotchetes just sit there until you're ready to wash, it's actually better for your underwears. Dawn dishwashing liquid for the crotchetes. You just put it on. Any blood stains, you just put it on. If you want to put it in a plastic bag, do it. I don't give two fucks, right? And then wash in a day or so. Whenever you're ready to wash in a day or so. Them underwears come clean. Dawn, them underwears will come clean like the oil off a bird in sewage. Oil water. Oh, he's 27, so you didn't catch him early, Miss AC? Okay, so I'm going to tell you something about a lying child. When you have a lying child, they are creative souls. So you must take the lying child and put them in somewhere where their lying creativity can come out. Do you understand me? They're not athletes when they lie, young. They are creative souls. Get them a journal. Tell them to write everything that they feel inside their head down. True story. It's the only way to save a lying child. Or you put them into acting. I had a lying child. And I channeled that energy into acting. I had a brother that lied. So it's a DNA issue. 1, my dad lied. Taurus. 2, my son comes out. Elaborate stories. 3, now I was not about to accept a lying child in my life because I saw how my mother would let my brother lie. His dreams were always dramatic. And when he became an adult, he was so used to lying that it was fluid. My brother has told us stories. He would disappear for a while. And we're all looking for him. And we're like, Teddy, where are you? Teddy, we're calling him. He's not answering. Finally, we'd be like, Mom, where is your son? She would lie too. I don't know where Teddy is. And we're like, Mom, you guys have, no, you're lying for him now. So there was a lot of lying in the family, right? When my brother does finally show up, because my mother would be like, they're looking for you. They're not going to stop looking for you. And they're going to come banging on your door and call the cops to your door. Like, we cared about him. He never knew it, right? Me and my other brother especially. And my sister. No, all 3 of us really cared about him, right? But he would just evade us like we were the bubonic plague. And they're like, no, you're the liar. Okay, so we finally would call my mother and be like, come on, woman, you know where your son is. Why are we doing this? And then all of a sudden he starts to call all of us, right? I would get, Tracy, hi, like, Teddy, oh my God, where have you been? We've been looking for you. And he's like, I was in Japan. Japan? I was in Japan. And then sometimes you'd be like you get so upset. You're like, Teddy, stop lying. And then he gets mad at me. I am not lying. I am not lying. See, that's why I don't talk to anybody, because all y'all want to do is say that I lie. Your black ass was not in Japan. He dies early. 49. His lies constantly put him in danger. What was he supposed to do? Live? No, he died early. So, cut to my son, living with the lying brother and a mother that protected the lying brother but would beat my ass. When my son came along and I saw the trait, it's a DNA trait of lying. And I said, no, no. So the first thing you have to do with the lying child is constantly attack the lie. Stand the child down. Now, they will cry, kick, and scream to make you believe that they are telling the truth. Period. Point blank. Stand the child down. You are lying. No, I'm not, Mom. You are lying. Every time I tell you a story, you think I'm lying. You are lying, right? Then you get somebody to figure out that your child is lying. And you got to get over the embarrassment. You can't be embarrassed when your child lies. You got to show him that you're willing to go to the ends of the earth to prove to him that he cannot lie to you, me. So then I will call people. I have called, he would lie. There was one incident where he lied on his brother, not my child. And then he stood me down that he was telling the truth. And then I called his brother. I was like, what is the story? Because this is going to break y'all up. And the brother explained the story to me. And when I heard the story, I know my son's MO. And I was like, okay, give me the name of the girl, because there was a girl involved. I said, give me the name of the girl and give me her number. For some reason, this little girl told everything. And I had my son listen to it. She told everything. Everything my son did, how, boom, boom, boom. And I was mortified. I was mortified at how much my son lied. And he was a kid. He was a kid. He was like 16 tops. He was a kid, but it was indicative of his adult life. That if you don't catch the lie, was he 16? Yeah, he was about 15. I'm going to deduct a year to give him some grace. Nope. You got to stand your child down. So who said that their child, Miss AC, so by the time you get to be 27, it's too late. It's way too late. If you've never, and I'm not saying you didn't ever, but I'm saying you have to attack the lie, and you got to like really dig deep and never let them get away with a lie, ever. Ever. You have to, as an adult child now, you have to look at him and go, really, son? And that was a lie. Like, he's not going to like you, right? He's not going to like you if you're the one pointing out the lie. So you're going to have to get used to that too. You're going to have to get used to your son not liking you if you say, I don't believe a damn thing you say. I know one thing, Miss AC, you don't get caught up in your son's lies. You don't be like Carly Russell, because that's what liars do. They will make elaborate stories. You don't be like Carly Russell and be like, ask my mom, she'll tell you. Wait, what happened? Well, your son said that, he's done this, all his life, that he would never do blah, 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 blah. And I was like, my son said that? My son lies. And he's been lying since he was 2. My son lies a lot. So he said I would corroborate a story? Me? He said he was here last night at 8 p.m. No. No, he wasn't. Anything else? Because I'm not participating in a lie. I don't care who you are. I don't care. Blood, relative, brother, who didn't live long from his lies. Son, nope. If somebody asks me a question, I'm going to tell the truth. The trick is to ask me a question. That is the trick. I'm not going to just throw my son under the bus. But if you ask me a question, I'm going to tell you everything. All right, I'm over myself. Wow, new to me. I'm now sitting in my own blood. Nope, tampons, please. You wear them a lot. You wear them a. Where's my underwears? You wear those shit alone with no nothing? I'm not doing it. They hold 5 tampons. Why would you sit in that? That's okay. I need to know who's wearing these things. I need tutorial. Here's my underwears. These things hold 5 tons of. Oh, by the way, my son was a Gemini Cancer. Try that combination and think you're going to get the truth out of someone. Gemini Cancers. I don't know about girls. I can't speak for girls. Boys, the combination, because both signs lie. So the combination is ridiculous. This holds 5 tons of period liquid. No fucking way. I don't care what fibro, microscopic crap. I don't believe it. I'm not sitting in this. I wouldn't sit in a Kotex pad. I see blood on a Kotex. Because the thing about Kotex, right? The thing about your blood, there's red blood and then there's liquid. See, men don't know this. There's the blood, but sometimes there's liquid that comes out, clear liquid that comes out before the blood. And so sometimes your pad can get soiled by clear stuff. I don't know what the clear stuff is. I'm not anatomy 101. We're going to have a conversation with God about anatomy, female anatomy 101. I need to talk about this. But there's clear, and it's a little heavier than blood, right? That clear stuff, right? No. You're going to sit in 5 tons of blood? You're going to sit and work in this. You nasty. I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. Everybody, do me a favor. I'm not going to stop you from wearing these type of underwear, right? I don't like it, but I'm not going to stop you. But now they got that micro pad. It's a thin pad. Sometimes it has wings on it, so you could wrap it around. Please wear a micro. Wear something. Oh my God. Just don't sit in period blood. It's nasty. Just don't do it. Oh, you youngins. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. The objective in your life is to enjoy 2 things. 2 things. There are 2 toxins you need to enjoy. Let's talk about it. You need to enjoy poo-pooing. Poo-pooing is a gift. So when you sit on the toilet, bring your phone, bring your earpiece, and commence to YouTubing. Okay? Sometimes you gotta get one of those things where you put your feet up a little bit so that the angle of the poop goes right down through the toilet and be like. And then you could feel the enjoyment of the poop. Does anybody else go through that? Where you could feel the poop coming down, working its way. It's right at the anus. And you're like, come on, body. Do you talk to your body? Come on, we could do this. We're not going to get constipated. Push, plop. Yes. I'll be sitting in the toilet like this, watching the chair, all the videos of the chair. And then you're like, oh, here it is. Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay, then it gets right there, right at the anus. You can feel your anus opening up like this, and boom, pops in the toilet. And you're like, good body. Okay, got another one. I feel another one coming. and everything else is small after that, right? Still feels good, right? So the first toxin you need to love is your poo-poo. The next toxin you need to love is your period excretions. If you, I'm sweating underneath, washing all my clothes. I've got nothing. Oh, 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 that's what it is. This thing lifted up. My bra lifted up. Ooh. I hope nobody saw anything. I hope you didn't see a nip, because it rolls up. Because I don't wear bras anymore. I cut tank tops off and it rolls up. But it was getting sweaty underneath. I was like, why is it getting sweaty? And then I realized it, because the tank top. All right. The period excretions are a part of you. It is what makes the baby. So you can't be walking around hating periods. You gotta love the period, because when you're ready to have that baby, you want the period to do what periods do best. So if you're walking around hating your periods, how are you gonna make a baby when you're 27, 28, 29, 30? You done spent the first, you know, 8 years of your life hating your period. And now you want your period to do what periods do? It don't work that way. So it just turns out that you just gotta love your period. Period. So you gotta start getting your periods and be like, my period's here. And then if you change your attitude for your period, then your body will be like, oh, she likes us. As an adult, I never not liked my period as an adult. I didn't like it in the beginning because I didn't get explanation. But once I was an adult and I researched the beauty of periods, so I bleed. So accidents happen. And if I get an accident, I'm not going to work. If I'm at work and I get an accident, I'm leaving. We're not about to sit in no shit. I don't care what my boss says. I gotta go. Tracy, why are you leaving? Oh, lie. This is where you lie. I have the worst cold ever. I just threw up. That's when you lie. Lies that you don't have to explain later. That's the lie. Not both-faced lies like my brother did. All right. No pads. 5 tampons worth G's. And I don't believe it. Beautiful rising, Tracy and everyone. Hi, Lisa Stanford. In the commercial, the period panties look like black diapers. Very confusing. They look like diapers too. Goes to cover the fatty. Oh, the crotch should be wider. I think so. Good health, Lisa, says Guiding Light. He loves to lie about not having money to get people to give him money or sympathy. It's like a mental illness. It probably is, sweetie. It probably is. I'm sorry. Is he doing anything with his life? Is he like educated? Because sometimes having not accomplished something in life will make a lie more. There's the black ones are disposable ones. I swear, I love it here. Oh, thank you, Legro. Oh, just know. Laugh my ass. I don't know what you guys are laughing at. Y'all know, y'all be laughing. I don't know what y'all be laughing at. I dated 2 Taurus men. The April Taurus was a bona fide narcissistic cheater. The male Taurus was a I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. Sagittarius, Lion men, y'all just going off on all the men. Yes, Tracy is the best. Oh, thank you, Miss Sheena. I don't know what you're laughing at, Miss Sheena, but I know I said something funny. All right. I were to give you, like, if you were to give me the most lying men, Leo will be at the bottom. I promise you. Well, of the liars, Leo will be at the bottom. But there are other signs that just don't lie at all. Not, listen, and I'm not talking about cheating. I feel like every man cheats. I'm talking about lying just to lie. That's what I'm talking about. By the way, every woman cheats too. I'm just saying, you'll never catch us though. You'll never catch a woman cheating. If you catch a woman cheating, she wants to be caught. She's full revenge mode. I used to work with a woman that would call me to clock her in, and she would come in with McDonald's. Heifer never had any food for me. Who clocked her in? See, that's do you know you can get fired for that? Maybe back in the day, but nowadays, don't clock nobody in. You can get fired for that, because it's like you're helping a coworker cheat on company time or something. Don't ever clock anybody in, because here's the thing. What if they're committing a murder and you clock them in, and now the cops question you, and you're like, well, did you clock her in? And now you have to tell the big lie, and you have to be like, no, I didn't clock her in. And then they have to find out through forensic internet that you did clock them in. Like, that ruins your reputation. So never clock anybody in, ever. Wow, I miss Kmart. Fuck a Kmart. Kmart sucks out here, and it's very expensive. Good morning. Oh, hi, LaShonda. How are you? Good morning, Dory and Misfits. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, sweetie. Oh, soaking peroxide also removes blood from the sheets. Yeah, I'm telling you, the only thing that removes blood, you gotta trust me on this, Dawn. Dawn. You don't worry about washing it right away. Put Dawn, put it with your laundry. You'll be fine. When you go to wash, Dawn has already been working on it. Don't use peroxide. That's too wet. No. Dawn. Scrunch it up, put it in the laundry. Everything about your clothes will be clean. And then use your regular detergent. He may have March Pisces in his chart. See? See? Sure do throw a tantrum. That's the part. It's embarrassing. I used to lie saying fire department ambulance is blocking my driveway. So dramatic. You're going to involve the whole fire department? You can't just say there's traffic. You gotta say something that can't be proven. Traffic can't be proven. To this day, traffic can't be proven. Oh my God, that is hilarious. I have backup. I would say, look at the picture, because I don't want you thinking I'm lying. I'll show a Google pic. I screen. Nikki, that makes you a full-faced liar. When you start lying and you add Google pics, that makes you a liar. No, now you're dramatic about it. No, just tell a simple lie. Why are you late, Tracy? Girl, traffic. It was bad out there today. Boom. Don't prove nothing to nobody. Nikki, that is not the metaphysical way. Proving your lie. Oh my God. Are you the same one that said you would clock somebody out? Let me go back up. I bet it was you. I only spent an hour and a half on period talk. I'm so sorry about that. Who's the one that said, I will clock somebody out? Was it you, Nikki? I just got a headache from that. That Google pic took me out. Now I won't trust anybody that sends me a picture to prove it. I will not trust anybody that sends me a picture to prove it. Oh, it was a Tia. Don't do that no more. Ever. All right. March, Aries men lie. They do. All right. Right. Mom had to be shamed. Right. Her mom had to be shamed and back up. All right. I had to learn that don't ask me till I tell it. Oh, mucus. Is that what was coming out? Mucus? That watery discharge was sometimes was thick. I love Tracy's daily comic relief. Man, ask the question totally off topic, Bree. It is late. You are not going to get me to start a whole new thing. Since we are coming to the end of Lionsgate energy, what were we to do with letters list that we made last week? Can we burn them? Not yet. Not yet. Give it about another week. You could burn them. You could bury them in your yard. You can find a spot, dig it up, bury it. Let the earth take care of it, which is, I think, what I prefer this time around. I don't know if I want it burned. Such fiery energy that I don't know if burning is the best answer because the energy was intense. This Lionsgate energy. Look, the Alabama brawl fell under the Lionsgate energy. I kind of, or if you have a plant, take the side of the plant and stick your plant in and cover it, right? I don't know if I want you to burn your letters this time. It's just a lot with this fire energy was about to beat people up. It was a lot. It was intense. Ugh, it was intense. All right. Oh my God, this escalated. Tracy, when did you notice your psychic abilities? I was a kid. I almost died when I was a kid. It came when I was a kid. But remember, because I had it so young, it was normal for me. Getting only fans. I don't like sports bras. I don't want to be constricted. I don't want any of that. I don't want to be constricted. I don't want to hold the girls up anymore. I don't care if they stay up anymore. I don't want constriction. No, tank top, and I cut it. I'm good. But this, maybe I cut it too short, so maybe it slips. Whatever. Libra men lie too. Yep, they do. The men. The men. Tracy, I'm getting notifications from you. How? Oh, I'm not getting. Okay, so here's what I was told, right? I was told this from another YouTuber that you have to delete your app, then re-get it from Google Play or iPhone, and then you'll start getting the notifications. I work in HR. We just fired 2 guys for clocking in each other. See? Stealing time is immediate termination. Thank you, HR. Thank you, more lovely. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't. The one thing you should never do, ever, is clock in for a friend. Nope. I wouldn't clock in for my own fucking husband, let alone for a friend. You really don't know your friends, right? And so, no, don't do that anymore. And if anybody's listening, don't clock in for a friend. You don't know what crimes they are committing out there. That's what I'd be thinking. I clocked her in once. After that, I wouldn't answer the phone when she called. Good girl. Good girl. Because folks be taking advantage of you. Mm-mm. What about Pisces men? Liars. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Yes, Pisces men lie. Hi, love Kemia. Hi, sweetie. Without the pads. I guess that had something to do with the panties and the pad. Wear a pad with those period panties. Ugh. Leukemia, you're a nurse. Do you advise? Seriously, like, Your crotchety crotch and the opening of the crotchety crotch, the opening of the vulva, the opening of the crotchety crotch. Is your crotchety crotch supposed to be sitting in period panty? How does that work? Are you supposed to be sitting in it all day at work? How does all of this work? I need to know. So you sit down, you start your period. It pours down, by the way. You could feel, oh my God, you could feel your period pouring down. And you're just supposed to sit in this at work for 8 hours? So what happens? First of all, how do you clean that shit? Dawn will never take care of something that you've been sitting in for 8 hours. You just got to throw the underwear out. I'm not cleaning period panties. Oh my God. All right. Which sign does not lie, actually? Okay, I'm going to say this, but I don't believe it, right? I'm going to say this. The one sign that doesn't lie is Aquarius. Aquarius. Now, the Aquarian women never lie, period. Aquarian men try not to lie. So when an Aquarian man gets too quiet, he did something. Because he's trying not to lie. He did something. Aquarius. Did you say Aquarius? Aunt Therese, there's no way you said Cancer. Born liars. Born. And will cry while they're lying. Leukemia goes, I don't get it. I don't get the period panty thing. I don't either. So the one sign I'm going to give a lot of credit to about not lying, but I'm going to tell you something about Aquarians. They also try not to get into trouble, right? So they won't have a life of stealing. They won't have a life of whatever. Like, they live straight and narrow lives, Aquarians. Now, I'm not saying that there's not a gang member out there that got caught up in the streets. Like, medium, extreme. We're talking about this group. There's always going to be an extreme Aquarian that will lie about her toenails. There's always going to be the one that doesn't lie at all, period, point blank. I'm talking about the in-between. As a totality, the least sign that tells lies are Aquarians, period. Because Aquarian works off logic, not emotions. Thank you, Bree. Thank you. You find an Aquarius woman that lies, you have to let me know. She might be close to Pisces. I don't even think on the Capricorn side would an Aquarian lie, but Aquarian will lie if they're cuspy with Pisces. Sorry. I'm really surprised nobody's giving me credit for giving Aquarians the biggest accolades anybody could ever have. They don't lie. Good point. They don't like to get into trouble, which means they won't find the route to trouble. Do you know what I mean? Like, you lie when you're rebellious, right? I've got a rebellious nature, right? So a Leo's going to lie to save their ass, period. But they're not liars. They're just going to save their ass, period. $218 is a cuspy, though, isn't it? When does Pisces begin? And you better fix that in your 13-year-old Allegro. You better fix that and have multiple conversations about a little girl that lies. You better fix that. There's nothing cute about a teenager that lies. And she's 13, and she's young enough for you to correct it. By the time she turns 16, you're not going to be able to trust a thing that comes out of her mouth. Pisces, sun sign date. February 19th, your daughter is cuspy. So the cusp is the 18th, the 19th, the 20th. Those are cusp dates. She's got Pisces in her. So you might want to get sun sign and look at the Pisces child and look at the Aquarius child. But believe that your daughter is not all Aquarius. That's why she lies. So if you have a child that lies that young, teach her to write an ebook. Seriously, take the energy and turn it into money. Just don't keep letting her lie. Get her a book, sweetie. Help her to write the book. Find somebody else to illustrate it. You'll make her proud of the energy that comes out of her. Then you'll see a little girl that's writing books all the time because the creative energy she has and needs to protrude it out there. The Pisces liar, you can manifest into creative energy and into money. Sheena, Aquarians are not weird. They are not weird. Oh, God. Was your mom tough for you? Aquarian moms, I also think, are very tough. Practical, but I think they're tough. There's no wiggle room with the Aquarians. Like you said, no emotions. All right. We spent 2 hours and 6 minutes talking about periods and sun signs. We did good today. We learned a lot today. Those of you that be watching later, I'm sorry. I never know where I'm going with my talk show every day. It's off the cuff and it's fun. Call me for your own personal reading. I do have openings today, so call me for your own personal reading. 213-458-7408. I love you guys. Like the video. Who else is going to tell you about your period and poo-pooing and period panties? Who else are you going to have some honest conversations in the mornings about these things? Who else? Me. Only me. If you find somebody else like me on YouTube, kill her. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. This vast world. We can all share this space. Send her a link to me so I can check her out. I love you. Take it easy, guys. Bye. You know who used to be like me? And maybe I got it from her. I'm not sure. Tyra Banks. Remember she taught everybody how to squat on the toilet? She taught everybody about their underarm. Didn't she teach everybody how to wipe their vajayjays and don't let the back of your vajayjay touch the vajay? I think I copied her. Okay, love you. Take it easy. Love you so much. Take it easy. Cue the music!
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to